For this lab, we grabbed 2 beakers and a 25 milliliter volumetric flask out of the cabinet, as well as a pipette and a more pipette with a bulb. We filled 1 beaker with stock solution and 1 with blue water. A stock solution is best defined as a concentrated solution that is diluted with water to lower the concentration to be used. A dilution is forming a less concentrated solution using water and a stock solution. After grabbing all of our materials, we cleaned our Moore pipette with water 3 times to make sure no leftover solution was there to tamper with our results. We then zeroed out the scale and placed the empty volumetric flask on top and recorded our mass. After this, we drew up our stock solution using the Moore pipette to where our meniscus read our concentration and added it to the volumetric flask. The meniscus is the curved upper surface of a liquid in a tube. The best way to read this is by getting eye level with the pipette and reading the bottom of the curvature. A meniscus occurs because of the adhesion and the liquid's high surface tension. We then filled the rest of our volumetric flask with blue water up to the line to equal 25 milliliters. This picture here represents our dilution filled to the 25 milliliter mark. After our dilution has been made, we are ready to measure the mass again. We need to zero out the scale and record the results. After we have completed our experiment, it is time to clean up. You should pour out all of the liquids into the sink and wipe down your station. For this experiment, the best formula to use was C1V1 equals C2V2. In this experiment specifically, we were solving for C2, so you would multiply C1 by V1 and divide by V2. For ours, we got 20 for the C1, 11 for the initial volume, and 25 for the final volume. And we got 8.80 stock solution that was needed. Our initial volume was 11 milliliters. Our final volume was 25 milliliters. Our initial concentration was 20%, and our final concentration was 8.80%. The empty flask, the mass was 19.044 grams. The mass of the dilution was 44.257. You should then subtract the mass of the dilution by the mass of the empty flask to get 25.213 grams of just the dilution.